all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people.
Of all the multitudes of the people, the Lord has gotten them one people.
Real simple, son.
Real
right.
simple, son.
Right.
Who did the Lord deliver from ancient Egypt? Mizraim. The stupid ass, the black consciences, fucking Kemet. Who did the Lord deliver from that place? Was it the ugly ass Hamites? No, it was Israel. Now there was a mixed multitude of clowns that came, but they all died in the wilderness. Right. Even our people. The ones murmuring and shit, the old generation died, except for Joshua and Caleb, man. Even Moses and Aaron, great men. Like, they ain't misspoken, Jake, you know? Damn. And the young generation, man. Got in there, man. What was that?
This is the last part. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
The Lord gave us a law that was approved of all nations. That's right. That's what made us different from everybody. And what the Lord's going to do to top it is that he's going to put the law into this one people. Woo! Everybody else going to have to learn it, but in this people is going to be inside.
We're going to be
programmed.
Back to Romans 9:4. It says, who are Israelites,
Woo!
to whom pertaineth the adoption,
and
the glory,
and the covenants,
and the giving
it didn't say covenant or covenants. Plural, covenants. Not one, two.
1 plus 1 is 2.
Yeah.
And the giving of the law.
And the giving of the law. But you got bald-head ass niggas out there saying the law is done away with. But then when you clearly ask them, okay, if somebody shoots your mother or your father, then don't get mad.
Right.
Or if your brother beats your mom's up, if your brother beats your father's ass, you can't get mad at your brother.
Right.
Because to you, your dumb ass, the law is done away with. But in the law it says, honor thy father and honor thy mother, so that your days upon the earth will be long. Keep the Sabbath day holy. You niggas don't keep that, man. Don't covet your neighbor, his goods, his things, his wife. Don't covet. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not steal. You know? Oh, the first and foremost commandment. No other gods before our power, man.
That's right.
That's right.
You know? And then love your neighbor as yourself. If you really love your neighbor, you fucking bald-head ass pastors out there, you would tell your congregation the truth. If you love them, nigga don't say, hey, well, touch your neighbors.
Hey, and honoring the Sabbath is very important because that's supposed to be the day where you set aside what you got going on and focus your mind on the Lord. Jake, let's say, you know, okay, some people doing the Sabbath on different days. We do it according to the new moon, but Jake don't acknowledge the Lord at all. No days. He don't take not one day out the year. I'ma just focus on my Maker.
Not one time.
Scriptures tell you if you don't observe the Sabbath, you shall be cut off from Israel. So that's one of the heavier transgressions, man.
Right.
Man, I like that you said that. Can you go real quickly to Matthew 23, where it said that they omitted the weightier matters of the law? Because the Lord mentioned three things that even back then, when our people actually knew who they were still fucking lying to Jake, man. Lying to our people. And you niggas are back now lying again. And the Lord gonna call your ass out, man.
Hey, real quick, while this brother was on Romans 9, I just want to bring out a quick point for edification. When you read Romans 9:4, and Apostle Paul is basically going into, you know, the blessings and who it pertains to. It says, who are Israelites? It says, to whom pertaineth, which is like a fancy way of saying belongs to, right? So basically, who belongs to the adoption. When you go into adoption, that breaks down to the word sons, you know? And it says the definition for that particular word, for sons, it says that relationship which God was pleased to establish between himself and the Israelites in preference to all other nations. And that's the literal definition for that word.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So that just further proves that this is only meant for one people, but specifically the elect, the sons, you know?
That's right. Hey, in the parable Yahushua gave of the prodigal son. He still had an inheritance with his father, even though he sold up his goods and he was in a land that was suffering famine. He remembered, like, hold up, I can go back to my father and his servants got food enough. Let me just go back to him. That's why the Lord even said that parable, because we were all lost through. We like, what the but we can turn to the Lord. And then when you read the scripture, it said that he's near and dear unto us as a people. Nobody else. He said, of all the families of the earth, I've known none but Israel. Yep. And then our forefathers been saying, like, Lord, who have known you but us? And why we ain't got no inheritance? But it's all according to the Lord's story, man.
And it's all according to the order.
That's right.
Because it begins with the elect first and foremost. Because oftentimes when you read these scriptures, you see children of Israel. That word breaks down to banyam, which is sons. You know? Right. And Yahushua oftentimes speaks about how we're no longer servants, but friends. That word friends goes into fratello in the Latin, which is brothers. You know, so this is all about the elect.
Man, that was beautiful. That was perfect. You know why? Because we were strangers. And it doesn't say in our law that you ain't supposed to abhor a stranger of the tribe. We were strangers to the Lord for a time. When he took the name away from us, we still Israel though. And the Lord was like, nope, bring you back into the household. You're not now your brothers again. You're part of the household. You know? But you have to be of Israel though, in order to get that type of acknowledgement.
That's right.
You know? Because we are servants. We serve the Lord. We serve his son. But now we're part of the family again.
I got a reset based on what you were saying.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 11. I'm going to read down to 13. And it reads, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
Woo! So we were taken away from our ways, our laws, and we're in the Gentile state of mind. We once celebrated this madness, Xmas, and this other crap that will not be named. We were like that. We didn't know no better. And like Paul says, I did it in unbelief, in ignorance. I didn't know what was going on.
It says, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
Now you go into the history, in the Maccabees, it said that it was against the law to call yourself a Jew, or to even keep the feasts or the Sabbath days. So over time, hundreds of years, all the way down to the time of Mashiach, the circumcision, which was those that kept the ways, that was the ones that was of the freedom fighters, so to speak, their seed that kept the laws, was looking at our people that went away from the laws generations later, like, y'all uncircumcised now. And we don't want nothing to do with you, but yet they're still Israelites. So Paul is saying, like, no, you were taken away in these Gentile ways, but you're not Gentiles. You are Israelites. Return unto your ways, your culture, where you come from, your customs.
That at that time ye were without the Messiah, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Yeah, they were out the Messiah, man. They were out Hamashiach. They were without him, because without him, there's no way for us to get back to the Father.
That's right. It says, and strangers from the covenants of promise.
Strangers, but somebody that knows the truth. You know, say you got a brother that's been in a distant land. Even the Ethiopian eunuch, he was in Ethiopia, but he came out 3 times out of the year to keep the feast, which is commanded of all men of Israel to do.
Which proves that he was just an Israelite foreigner.
There it is.
There you go.
Right? And then if he were in the land of Ephraim or whatever land he was in, you being an Israelite, hey, that's my brother, let him in, you know? That's what the Lord did for us. Even though we was in the Gentile state, we was through. He's like, but there is Israel. I'm going to look for them that are lost.
Hey, that's what this country does. Whenever they're about to go to war with another country, first they pull out all their citizens from that country. Yep. And that's what Biden's doing to over in Ukraine, to the American citizens that's over there. He's bringing them back.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like into how the Most High is going to gather his elect all over. Wherever they scattered, no matter what they look like. They could look like a Moabite, a Hamite, but if their spirit, if their seed goes back to Jacob, they're Israelites.
Thank you for saying that, brother, because we need to stress that, because there's still Israelites out there that are going based off how you look. Man, we in the end game now, man. That shit, that carnal shit's not gonna fly, man.
That's right.
You're gonna have people that call upon the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and believe upon those names that look like other nations and speak those languages, man.
And that's the power of our God. You fucking niggas are trying to put the Lord in the box of his power. He is that powerful to know that's an Israelite. And he has given his men, beginning with our apostles and elders, the eyes to see that.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that's an Israelite right there.
Yep.
Bruce Lee, for one example. That's an Israelite.
And if you want to go by looks, the same niggas that say that
Crunchy
be a
black
nigga that's
niggas out there.
5'2",
Yeah.
degenerate. When you think about it, the word degenerate means lesser of the former generations. We're all degenerate. Like Elijah said, we're not greater than our forefathers. If they was to come back today, you know, ask how they were, they would look at us like, who are these people? What are these?
Yeah. If a brother can get that in Isaiah where he mentioned, though Abraham is not, you know, he wouldn't know us, right? Like, if he were to come right now, like, he's a man. Yeah. But it said, he was calling out to the Lord. Isaiah said, but Lord, you know who we are, though. You know, like, Abraham wouldn't even, you know.
Salaki, the lamb back, if you look at Bruce Lee's son, he don't look like a so-called Asian person. He got like a look, but he don't look like a, you know, Moabite
And
like
for
that.
brothers that seen it, when I posted in the group meeting, you see Pacquiao's son?
Yeah.
He looks just like Kid, bro.
Kid,
He got
yeah,
a
he
flat
got a
top.
flat
Yeah, man.
He looks like a
Only
straight up
Jay
light
got that
skin.
hair.
That Jay face from like the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked like a double with a fro, man.
AJ for sure.
Yeah.
Continue when it says Salaki.
You can't take the spirit of Israel from them. That's what separates us from all people. And the Lord is showing his power in this time, saying, see, they're amongst the nations like I said they would be. But yet they're still Israel. It don't matter what they look like. It's the spirit.
It's the spirit, man. That's what's up.
It's the spirit. And if you niggas out there can't see it, then you ain't got the spirit. And if our gospel be hid to you, it is hid to you
don't
because
the
you're
scripture
lost.
say that the name of the Most High is dreadful amongst the
Among the
heathen?
heathen.
So if you got somebody praising the name and believing, man, and submitting to the doctrine, man, that should be evident enough that they go back to Israel.
Hey, because every king like Nebuchadnezzar and these other heathen kings, they're like, hey, praise the God of Daniel. And the power of Daniel, they're like, we can't even say it, but praise the power of Daniel.
Hey, Salaki, you can't measure faith with something carnal, you know? Faith is like beyond that, you know, carnal shit.
Hey, going back into Matthew when the Lord said, go out into the highways and bid them to the marriage, he said the ones that were called were not worthy, which is our people. Majority of them have been called, and they're not worthy. And what did Paul say after they spoke to Jake in Jerusalem? They're like, now we turn to the Gentiles. Now we turn to Jake out there. Go ahead,
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 4.
Yep.
It says, if any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from this will the Lord Yahweh thy God gather thee.
Woo!
And from this will he fetch thee.
Damn. And how is he going to do that? Is in Baruch where it says, by the word of the Holy One, are we gathered together, man, from east to the west, rejoicing in the Lord, man. Like, whoa, yeah, he called us back. Go ahead, huh?
This is Isaiah 63 and 16.
Man.
It says, doubtless thou art our father.
But go up, read up where it says, doubtless, oh yeah, let us,
This is it, verse 16.
okay, go ahead.
It says, doubtless thou art our father, though Abraham be ignorant of us.
Not to know us, like, yeah, Abraham was here, like, hold up, man. He's my people.
Right. Ain't my
Yeah, right? Go ahead, huh?
And Israel acknowledges not.
Hey, Jacob, like,
These ain't my seeds.
what?
So who are you to say he's not dark enough? You ain't tall enough.
You have a prime example. That ain't my seed right there. Allah Akbar. That ain't my seed right there.
Right? Because they don't know who they are. But they're Israel, though, at the end of the day. Go ahead, huh?
Thou, O Yahweh, our Father, our Redeemer.
Our Redeemer.
Thy name is from everlasting.
Hey, because his people is everlasting. Hey, can you get that in Jeremiah where it said, if the moon and the sun was to be removed, then the Lord will remove us from being his people. And that's impossible. That's an impossibility, man. So these ugly ass, stupid ass vocab, this earth wouldn't even be here, bro, if it wasn't for us being here. Now the Lord has always been, and his son has always, you know, brought him forth, spoke him into existence. They have always been. But this earth and everything on it and everything in it would not be here if it was not for for Israel, because everything was made for our sakes, man.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, huh? Yep.
Real quick, Jeremiah 31 and 35.
So you damn heathens, y'all gonna know, man. That damn, because of Israel, we here. But then they always ask, why are we here? Then why did the Lord create us then? To be our servant.
Yeah.
That's
We
right.
served you, fucking demons. We served you and built up your kingdom.
It wasn't a problem then.
That's right.
But now that the shoe's on the other foot,
Trading places.
trading places. Now you got a problem, man.
They want to take turns?
Hey, like,
That's right.
like on like on Coming to America, remember that those demons, Amalek, they was like bums and shit.
Yeah, we're back.
And then he's like, no, but remember he said he's shoving him. He's like, leave me alone, Mortimer. Like, hell no. He's like, hey, we're back. Hey, so you got your time, man. But we're back.
That's right.
Hey, we up now.
Jeremiah 31 and 35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon, and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea and the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
It's an impossibility for you ugly ass heathens, you nations that actually worship these heavenly bodies. Our power created them. And since they're in their order, Israel is a people. That's right. As against the the moon is there. The sun. That means Israel is still a people.
Right.
If you don't see that, then the earth will not even be here, man. Go ahead, huh?
Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath.
Hey, and that's why Esau's trying to search these things out, but you can't do it, man, because it's constantly expanding. Go ahead, huh?
I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all they have done, saith the Lord.
But the Lord is not going to do that because we were programmed to go off, so the Lord can show his power. Like, this is my people, I'm going to yet choose them. Yeah, they went off, but hey.
And the proof of that is the prophecy. It's written that we're gonna win. So we know that it's not gonna happen.
Hey, but didn't it say in Deuteronomy, like it said the blessing and the curse. Then it said after you have endured the blessing and the curse, then you gonna recall to yourself like, damn, the Lord did say that this was gonna happen. And then yeah, we telling the world that we are those people. We ain't gotta fucking prove nothing to them. The proof is in the pudding. But they mad at us like.
And the higher ups know anyway.
But you want Esau to fucking reign and have your ass get a mandate every 2 days and shit.
Yeah.
An upgrade, nigga. But they don't want us. They don't want us to reign, man. You don't want it to reign when it's gonna be a better world for everybody.
That's right.
But yeah, you want this it just goes to show how through you heathens are,
Yep.
man. You rather have the devil himself reigning just because we are those people. Like anybody but Tim, anybody. But it is us, man.
I got something.
Go ahead.
This is Baruch 2 and 30. It says,
Start at 29.
verse 29, it says, if ye will not hear my voice,
Hey, and it was already written in Deuteronomy. The Lord already, Moses said it. Like, all right, I'm telling y'all, once I die, y'all gonna go on and do a trip. So, come on, man. The Lord already had it set up. Go ahead, huh?
surely this very great multitudes shall be turned into a small number.
Hey, what is that small number? The elect. Because our people is as the sands of the sea, but they're gone.
And bro, in the parentheses on my phone, in the number it says, in the parentheses it says number. So it's not talking about all the numbers, it's talking about a specific, a precise number, man.
Yeah.
And it says, among the nations will I will scatter them.
Now, here's the question. The Lord said he's going to scatter his people among all nations. How did that happen physically in history? How did it happen? Those fucking small ants over there didn't happen to y'all, man. They in one place and shit. Germany getting fucked up. Where is y'all getting fucked up at everywhere else? oh, the Nazis and shit. Y'all in one fucking place, man. But yet our people, everywhere they at, getting fucked up. Put down, stumped down, separated.
Yeah, but the beautiful part is those small hats played a big part in that prophecy because they helped fund that enterprise.
That's right.
To spread us out.
Yeah.
Right? Right there, you see y'all help, you small hats, man. Y'all help. Pretty much y'all prove that y'all ain't the people that we are. Because y'all financed us going to these other places. But Jake was already scattered through migration, conquest, and then slavery. Really just
Hashem, how come y'all don't call it a real name?
right? Yeah. Go ahead,
Verse 30 says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people."
Bam, but if we were to tell the small hats, hey, you know y'all the people. Yeah, we been through that. But you tell Jake, which are the people, they're stiff-necked. They'll fight against you. That's how you know this is the people right here. They'll fight against it. Like, oh, you know you. Like, no, bro. I'm black. I'm this. I'm that. I'm every goddamn thing. A nigga a squirrel. He'll be a squirrel before he'll be Israel. Yeah.
I'm Latino.
Hey, Jake is a fool because to know who you are, to know your power, to fear and reverence him, that's wisdom. But like it says in Proverbs 1:7, fools despise wisdom.
That's right.
So you trying to tell Jake that
What they do?
But you try to tell a Jake that he's actually an Israelite, he's not black, a color, he's a prince of the power, and you tell him who his power is and the true names, they despise that.
Hey,
you try to tell them the right things to do and how to live according to the scriptures, they despise it.
They out there enemies against the cross for now, but they're beloved of the Father, because in the end, they and all my people shall be all righteous.
Yeah.
Right? And also in Romans it said, what then? Israel have not obtained what he's seeking for? Because Jake is all looking for one thing. Like salvation.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But they're bugged out because it said that the leaders that have caused these people to err.
Yeah.
Your stupid ass leaders out there, your fake ass leaders, is telling you to be equal with a fucking inferior goddamn kind. But then yet your true leaders are saying that you are above these people. Because your power is saying you above them. He had made you above them. But you are enemies against the cross, and you have not obtained what you're seeking for, because the Lord have blinded you. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. But when they gonna see how long they gonna be blind? Till the cities be wasted. You know?
Hey, that goes back to being stiff-necked.
It said they're led as a flock to the slaughter.
Like Creflo Dollar. There's those out there that say America's gonna be destroyed. Well, if God destroys America, he's gonna have to apologize to Jesus. What? Nigga, what? Yeah, bro.
What the fuck are you talking about if he destroyed Babylon? Wasn't Israel destroyed? That's the Lord's land. It was destroyed by the Romans. Like, what the fuck you talking? What the hell you talking about?
Hey, us brothers, we know what we talking about. We speaking from experience. We already tried it. Each individual one of us, when we first came into the truth, we already tried to tell people we know in the world, our family members, it don't work. If the Most High don't want you to see, you ain't gonna see it.
That's right.
You're gonna remain stiff-necked until you be destroyed.
Bro, that's facts.
Hey man,
The crazy part about it is that we came out of what they're in right now. Right. So we can actually speak on the shit.
Right.
They
We
don't fucking listen to us.
Right.
But because they know you was a problem.
Yeah.
Hey,
Prophet was without honor, except where? His own man and his own household.
Yeah.
and that's beautiful because
Service not greater than that.
that's right.
Isn't that the carpenter's son?
But
Like,
then
it's the
again,
same.
it's beautiful because what did the Lord say? He says, the world will love his own. But since they're not of the world, but you were chosen out of the world, therefore the world hates you. So fuck this world. We hate it right now.
That's right.
Fuck this world, man. Yeah, to this, but then the nigga will get it misconstrued. But, well, they want the earth to be through. No, but it tells you in Ecclesiastes that the earth abideth ever. Right. See, the earth is cool. We cool with the earth, the inhabitants, the animals. But we just hate this present ruler of this world.
We
he
looking
needs
for
to
a
be
new
destroyed.
heaven,
That's
new
right.
rulership.
That's right. Because and fuck America, because they say this is God's country, Satan's country. It's the Satan's country. But even Satan wants this shit to be destroyed. You know, I'm sick of running around with these niggas, man.
That's right.
I'm through.
Right.
And he waiting for y'all to try to come out like, damn, we ain't-
Hold on, hey, how is this God's country when you got atheists who and Satanists who
They
live
should be
here?
put to death.
Like the parable Yahweh Shai gave when that Lord, he said, bring whoever didn't want me to rule and slay them before you.
And plus, this land has been given many warnings. Before it was even, when this country first was established, so to speak, well, the first offense was that you enslaved the people of the Lord. When we were so-called emancipated, you was supposed to, that damn demon Lincoln, or maybe the nigga was dead already, the next dude who was president was supposed to say, all right, you Negroes and you natives, and y'all the people of the Lord, man, we gonna send y'all back to Israel. Y'all the Hebrews that, we had to fuck y'all up. Y'all went against your God. They were supposed to do that. That was supposed to be, that's the reparations right there. You supposed to tell them, we fucked you up, yeah. But y'all went against your power. Y'all the people of the Lord. Go back to your land.
Right.
But they didn't do that. They fucking lied, and they
Further the affliction.
they
That's
furthered
right.
the affliction, and they had identity theft.
That's
you,
right.
You demons stole our identity, man.
That's
You
why they
call
gonna
this
get double on them,
man? That's it. That's what you were supposed to do, but you didn't do it because the Lord didn't want man to get the glory of giving us our identity back. Yahweh Shai gets the glory
That's right.
for giving us our identity back.
Right here.
I'm gonna call you by a new